Hey there, welcome to your guided meditation for the new moon in Virgo on September 9th, 2018. So, this very special event is exact on the 9th of September at 11:01 a.m. Pacific time, and it's exact at 17 degrees of Virgo. So I thought it would be fun this time to do to show you all the chart of this particular moon. So I'm sharing my screen with you so that you can see it here. And so I realize this may look like a bunch of nonsense if you don't know what the glyphs are, but don't worry about all of that. The really cool thing about astrology is that it is an intuitive art, an intuitive language, and it uses, in Western astrology at least, we use this circular chart that's a sort of mandala. And it's just really beautiful to look at and to meditate on. So you can close your eyes through this meditation. You can gaze at the chart if you want. But before we begin, I want to show you. So we have the sun and the moon here with Mercury, all in Virgo at 17 degrees of Virgo. And a part of the meditation that we'll do today is to tap into the aspects that this new moon is making to outer planets. So we have an opposition to Neptune. Neptune is about dissolving boundaries. It's about surrendering to the unknown. This new moon is also making a trine aspect to the planet Pluto. Pluto is about the rebirth process, birth, death, and rebirth. And when I think of Pluto and I think of Neptune, I think very much about surrender to the process. And I think about the power and intensity that one can feel when these planets are activated, whether that is through a new moon or through a transit to your personal birth chart. And so we'll meditate a bit today on how it is that we can feel this intensity while also allowing space for things to be and having a sense of not giving up, but a sense of surrender to the process. So get comfortable, close your eyes. And relax. Feel your entire body in this moment relaxed. Relax your eyes. Move your jaw from side to side to relieve the tension. Relax your tongue so that your tongue at the back of your mouth, where your soft palate is, drops away from the soft palate. And as you listen to the sound of my voice here, remember that there's nothing that you need to do, there's nothing that you need to be in this moment. Everything is merely happening exactly as it needs to happen. And as I'm saying this, you're allowing that process by feeling your body become more and more relaxed. Your legs are relaxed. Shoulders are relaxed. And your eyes are soft, relaxed. And there's this feeling of openness in your eyes. So even though your eyelids are physically shut, your eyes are so relaxed that it's almost as if you're peering out into the darkness in front of you. And as you're here, feel the sensation of your body through the temperature of the air around you, the weight of your body in your seat, where it is that you are, and any other minute sensations, the subtle feel of the fabric on your skin or a breeze. Maybe there's even just this feeling of no feeling in the body as you come to relax here. Imagine that a cool spring of water is running from your temples down your cheeks, washing over your entire body. Cool water to cleanse and rejuvenate you. As you imagine this cool water running over and through your body, I'm going to read to you a passage, and I want you to feel the water as you hear these words. So, this is from Marion Woodman, where she speaks about rites of passage. She says, rites of passage are accompanied by preparation and purification, a bath, a garment, a dance, a sacrifice. Rites of passage are accompanied by strength. Possession blinds. We grow strong enough to surrender, free of possession by instinct or spirit. Rites of passage are accompanied by intensity. Intensity brings us to the moment when the mystery bursts through. And so, as you're feeling your body here, bring your focus into your heart space at the very center of your chest. And if it's difficult to connect with your physical heart, you can even bring fingertips up to touch the center of your chest here. Want your focus anchored here in your heart, the energy of your heart. And with your focus in your heart, bring to mind a situation where you feel intensity, where there is an intense amount of pressure, frustration, love, hate, or confusion, or just general discord, where there is intensity in your life, in your being. And in order to stay anchored in the root, the heart of this situation, you're staying anchored in your heart here as you bring this into your awareness, this certain situation of intensity. And imagine that you could see a beautiful rosebud in your heart. And this bud is not yet opened. Imagine that this beautiful rosebud is the very last millisecond of being closed before it's opened. Bring your hand to your heart and imagine that you're cradling this rosebud. Imagine that this rosebud has all of the time, all of the space, and all of the resources to be a rosebud until that moment, that moment before the petals burst forward. And as you imagine this rosebud, this space, this process, I wonder what it is in your life that would be most useful in this period of intensity. What do you need today, now? What do you need in order to allow for this rite of passage? What do you need to allow things to be exactly as they are? And maybe something comes to you, maybe nothing comes, maybe you're just here. Breathing and feeling. Wonderful. So I will pull an animal card for you. You can stay here, eyes closed and relaxed. There is a specific situation that you want to think about, you can do that too. So the card that I pulled is the Vulture card. Oh my. So the Vulture is a bit of an ominous figure that has a always makes me think of Pluto. So uh, vultures are about something falling away, and vultures, they represent the resources that can come from what's left, from the shrapnel of a messy situation. Uh, they remind us that it's not always the best thing to just toss something out and to be done with it. That there's a lot that we can gain from pain and from loss, and that there can be a lot left there. It's also a symbol of processing something that has fallen away and getting closure on things. Very resilient, very strong, and very resourceful symbol here. So uh, I'm curious how all of those themes resonate with you now. I'm also drawn to note that Venus has just moved into the sign of Scorpio. And on this new moon, uh, at the moment of the new moon, Scorpio was actually the ascendant in San Diego. So we have Venus in the first house with the ascendant and Jupiter, at least here in San Diego, at the moment of this new moon. So I find this card a very scorpionic card. And even though this new moon is in the sign of Virgo, which is about practical things and planning and being more analytical, there's some kind of depth that's happening here. And we can see this with the Scorpio energy. We can also see this with the new moon making a trine aspect to Pluto. So I will leave you with that. And I'm wishing you an amazing new moon, amazing week ahead. If you want to connect with me more, you can find me on Instagram under Neo Feminine Astrology. If you're interested in following the moon cycles the rest of this year, you can check out my 2018 moon journal. I'll have a link for that. And if you're interested in working with me for an astrology session, you can also get in touch with me on my website, neofeminineastrology.com. Until next time, again, amazing new moon to you, and sending lots of love. I'll talk to you soon. Namaste.